Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com, and we are here today at Shaker Launch House, and we're talking with Reka Barabas, who is the director of Bad Girl Ventures Cleveland. Thanks for taking time to talk with us,
Thank
Reka.
you, Thomas. It's a pleasure.
Tell us about this name, Bad Girl Ventures. I mean, that catches your eye. What is that all about?
Something you don't forget, I know.
Right.
But because we work with female business owners, we wanted to pick a name. Our founder picked a name that kind of reflects who we are looking for, who we want to help and work with. So we are looking for entrepreneurs who are bold, are willing to take risks, and have that fire in their belly, and they are ready to change the world.
Exactly. This program started in Cincinnati, right? And now this is a Cleveland sort of branch of that.
That's correct. Bad Girl Ventures Cleveland, Bad Girl Ventures
in Cincinnati is where it
started
yes.
In 2010, and then it expanded to 2011 to Cleveland and Columbus. So we are now in 3 cities.
That's great. Talk about the process, because you're looking for women majority-owned businesses. They apply to you at first, right? And how many applicants do you usually get for this?
That's right. We take online applications twice a year, in the fall and in the spring, and we usually get around 50 to 70 applications,
wow.
And 10 of them are admitted to the program as finalists. We call them finalists because those 10 are being considered for the Bad Girl Ventures $25,000 loan.
So they go through the program, these 10, and along the way, they essentially training different areas, marketing, finance, how to raise money, and they're doing these sessions, right, that they're allowed to go through for free.
We have a 9-week program, and we try to design it so that we touch on everything that's on a small business owner's mind. So we do talk about marketing and legal structuring and everyone's favorite, accounting. We cover social media, and we really try to educate them what's the best financing option out there for them.
Right. Now, these sessions are open to men, right? They're open to anyone in the public. They just pay a fee, and they can join on these sessions as well.
That's correct. The 9-week program, the educational component of Bad Girl Ventures, is open to the public, and bad men and bad women are more than welcome. We do have a few brave men every session who come in and take the classes.
Well, we're going to sit in on your session tonight. It's on crowdfunding. Talk about that, because this is a way to sort of go around traditional funding sources for your business, right?
This is exactly one of the ways we wanted to showcase and show our entrepreneurs that in addition to bank loans and trying to find angel funding or go to other micro institutions, crowdfunding is something that is right now emerging, and it is actually a workshop that we put together because of the huge interest we saw in class. So they said, oh, we want to explore this, so we were more than happy to show them how to do it or what our best practices.
So you're customizing some of these programs. It's not just stuff, already in a book on the wall. You're saying creating new programs.
Exactly. Every session we work with 10 very different entrepreneurs, so we are just trying to meet them where they are at this point. Obviously, there are topics we have to talk about, like insurance, whatnot, but if there is interest to explore other topics, we are more than happy to do that.
Talk about the state of women business, because we know there's more women than men in society, but there's not a lot of women, I think everyone knows, in upper management. But talk about women business owners. How many of them are there? What are the stats behind this?
If you look at small business ownership in the U.S., you could see that roughly around 50% are female-owned.
Really?
But if you think about how they access capital that's available to small business owners, the number is really shocking, because women only access 5% of available capital.
So let me get this straight. 50% of businesses owned by women, but only 5% of them are able to get traditional sources of capital.
That's roughly correct, yes.
And what do the rest do? How do they raise their money to get their businesses going?
Usually they go to friends and family, or they are not even trusting themselves to approach traditional institutions. They are definitely very often in a phase where they would need some help and assistance with their business plans, and that's why Bad Girl Ventures is here.
Talk about celebration and failure. We were talking about this earlier, that you want to celebrate these folks, so as they come through this program, you have a nice graduation ceremony you do?
Exactly. We want to make sure that the community is very much aware of these female entrepreneurs, so we do have a kickoff celebration for them and the graduation ceremony for them. That's where we announce which one of the businesses receives the BGV loan. And we do work with other institutions and partners in town to make sure that everyone has access to capital.
And for those folks who don't go on, because most entrepreneurs, 9 out of 10 or so, are not going beyond that, How do we celebrate those that only get so far and then they might have to pivot, change their business model, change their approach?
I think one of the things that the community could do for these women is really step up and offer help. It's very often an introduction, a piece of advice, opening your Rolodex and making those connections happen that makes a huge difference at this point in small businesses' life.
That's really how it happens, right?
Yes.
Well, Reka, you got a session to run here. Thank you for taking time to talk with us. Good
Thank
luck
you,
with things.
Thomas.
We'll stay in touch.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, it's Thomas Mulready from CoolCleveland.com. Have a great week in Cool Cleveland.